Grow a Garden set records no one thought would ever be possible for a Roblox game, reaching higher numbers of players than any other game in the whole world, surpassing even Fortnite. But it didn't take long before it was surpassed by another Roblox game called Steal and Brainrot. What started as a weird little meme game became a massive cultural moment in gaming that will surely have a big impact on the gaming industry going forward. For example, we have already seen this bleed into Fortnite, which has started shifting towards a Roblox clone metaverse direction. I hate that word so much. They have their own Steal a Brainrot that is more popular than their Battle Royale game mode. Is Steal a Brainrot a good game, or is it just slop? That's what I'm here to find out. Hello everyone, it's your local Skibidi, Ohio, the Lulu mewing Whistler lunatic with a big yacht here. Sorry about that, I think I might have Brainrot, which is really bad considering I haven't even reviewed the game yet. On this channel I make videos reviewing Roblox games, so if that's something you're interested in, let me know by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Also, click the little bell icon to be notified every time I upload. It'd be greatly appreciated and really help the channel. This will without a doubt be my most dangerous review yet. I might get permanent Brainrot making it, and you might get Brainrot watching it. It's still not too late for you though. You can still save yourself by clicking off the video right now, or you can stay and join me on this dangerous brainrotting journey. Welcome to Steal a Brainrot, a game about stealing brainrots. But how can you steal a brainrot? Brainrot is a term used to describe nonsensical Gen Z/Alpha slang and humor. Mostly Alpha. The Brainrot gets a little worse with each generation. Words such as Ritz the Mewing, Yacht the Lulu, Phantom Tax and Skibidi, and memes such as the recent 6-7 meme. Things that make zero sense to older generations. Even a Gen Z, a zoomer if you will, like myself, can't even understand a lot of these things. Make me feel old even though I'm not even 20 yet. But how can you steal a word? It's not a physical object, you can't like physically steal it. Earlier this year a new trend called Italian brainrots popped up, which is a bunch of strange accursed AI generated hybrid characters of animals and objects with Italianized names. Why Italian? I don't know, don't question it, it's brainrot, it doesn't make any sense. But these are the things you steal in the game. These Italian brainrots such as Tongue Tongue Sahur. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant Tongue Sahur, which is his full name. My bad. There's also Talalero Talala, Bur Patapim, and Medusi. Yes, that's actually the name of one of the brainrots. And can't forget Pee Kiwi.
Kayless, if 10 pee kiwis spawn, you have to put your pee in my kiwi 10 times. 1. Oh my god. 2. Everyone. 3. 9. Oh my god. 10! Bend over!
The YouTubers for this game are freaky. Not only do we have Steak, but there's also Fulton, who clearly has a thing for butts, as he not only puts his own booty cheeks in his thumbnails, but also puts Sammy, the developer of the game, and his YouTuber friends' cheeks in the thumbnails too. I can't even show this one. I need to blur it. Those are bare naked cheeks right there. My man finds any excuse to put a gut in his thumbnail. But why? The brainrot has really gotten to him. Let's talk about the actual game now. So what do you do in the game? Well, obviously you steal the brainrots, but you can also get them in an honest, hard-working way. Brainrots will show up and walk down this red carpet and you can purchase them. They will then walk over to your base and start generating money for you. Money you can use to purchase better brainrots, which will generate even more money. And that's the gameplay loop. The better they are, the rarer they are, and the rarer they are, the more likely you are to having to fight for them. Yes, Steal a Brainrot is a PvP game. It's not like Grow a Garden where everyone just keeps to themselves. No, here people fight. They beat the living out of each other with baseball bats, tase each other with tasers, toss entire beehives and tables at each other, and blast each other with turrets. This game is brutal. It's an all-out war out here. The war of the brainrots. If you watch my Grow a Garden review, you know how much I hate luck-based stuff. So you're probably expecting me to rant about it in this video too, just like I did in my Grow a Garden review. But no, I'm actually not going to do that today because it's not really a problem in this game. Actually, I think it fits the game very well. And makes the game a little better? Question mark? Yes, the best brainrots in the game are nearly impossible to get, but unlike Grow a Garden with their seeds, you don't actually need to sit around and wait for the rare brainrots to show up. You can just steal them from someone else who has already done that for you. I know you can steal in Grow a Garden too, but there you have to spend Robux to do so. It's pay to win, whereas in this game, it's free. I mean, it's literally the whole point of the game. Sure, you could play the game in an honest way if you want, grinding and only purchasing the Brainrots on the red carpet and never stealing from anyone. But that's boring! It's way more fun to just steal from people. And oh boy, is it fun to steal from people. It's not as fun when they're the ones stealing from you though. Even as someone who really didn't take this game seriously at all and has zero intentions of ever playing it again after this video, I find myself getting so mad whenever my good Brainrots got stolen. Imagine how mad kids who genuinely care about this stuff gets whenever their Brainrots are stolen. I feel like a lot of kids are gonna develop anger issues and paranoia from this game. You can't relax for a second here. If you have a Brainrot that is remotely decent in any way, you're gonna have the whole server on your ass trying to break into your base at all times. I actually managed to steal some really good Brainrots, and this made it nearly impossible for me to play, as people would then constantly try to steal them from me. There are ways to protect your base though. You can lock your base, preventing people from getting in. The lock has a timer on it though, so never leave your base for too long or else it will be wide open. If you ever go AFK in this game, you better be prepared to find your whole base completely empty once you're back. But as long as you make sure to lock your base as soon as the timer hits 0, no one can get in. Wait, what the? How did you get in here? Okay, so turns out people can get in anyway if they use certain gear, such as the body swap, which lets you swap positions with another person, or the quantum clone, which lets you glitch your clone into someone's base if you stand right up against the wall. And then you can swap positions with the clone. Getting out is a bit trickier, but if they have the invisibility cloak, they can turn invisible and you might not see them, allowing them to quickly steal your Brainrot and escape as soon as the base unlocks. Another way to protect your base is by upgrading it. You can upgrade your base by rebirthing. In order to rebirth, you need a certain amount of money and specific Brainrots. Rebirths give you more space for Brainrots and more floors. The higher floors are more difficult to steal from, so make sure you keep your best Brainrots up there. When you rebirth, you also reset. You lose all your money and your Brainrots, having to start from scratch with your new upgraded base. Unless you do the same trick I did. Steal your own Brainrots by going on an alt account. It can be a bit tricky sometimes, especially in the beginning, unlocking the base long enough for your ult to enter and steal your Brainrots without keeping it unlocked for too long so that other people can get in as well and do the same thing. This gets easier after the first rebirth as you unlock a button that allows friends to enter your base even when it's locked. Oops, did I say friends? I meant connections. Sorry Roblox, I forgot friendship isn't a thing on your platform. I ran into this problem though, where random people would just come up to me and hit me, making me drop the Brainrot even though I wasn't even stealing from them, I was stealing from my own base. And there's zero point of doing this. They get nothing out of it. It's not like they get the Brainrot I dropped or anything. No, whenever you steal a Brainrot and get hit, it's teleported back to the owner's base, as in the person who you stole it from. It was really frustrating, but still worth it not having to start from scratch with just
Nubini Pizzanini.
Especially if you managed to steal some really good Brainrots, which I had. There was no way I was willing to let go of those. And then there's the best way of protecting your base, which is to leave the game every time someone breaks in. This is what I did most of the time. If you're fast enough, they won't be able to grab your Brainrots. However, if you leave after they've already grabbed one, they keep it. So there it is. That's Steal a Brainrot. What are my overall thoughts on the game? The game is so chaotic and toxic in the best way possible. I'm surprised to say this, but the game is actually pretty decent. I think it's actually kinda fun. I kinda like it. It's definitely not a game I'm gonna keep playing in my free time off recording, but I had fun checking it out for this video. I guess I'm Team Sammy. Should I get a Sammy body pillow for my avatar? I really thought this was just gonna be like Grow a Garden, with unbelievably rare items that are practically impossible to get, stuff full of pay-to-win game passes and FOMO events. Steal a Brainrot definitely does have all of those things, but it's not nearly as much of a problem as it was in Grow a Garden. Some Brainrots are nearly impossible to get, but the stealing mechanic fixes it. It's the game's saving grace. It can be a bit challenging to steal from someone, as most people in this game are very protective of their bases, but if you catch them off guard with good gear, it's very doable. As for pay-to-win game passes, the game has quite a few, but dare I say it's not as bad as in Grow a Garden. The game got game passes such as 2 times money. You can also just straight up purchase money, though to be fair, you're kinda getting ripped off if you do. It's really easy to get rich in this game just by stealing other people's Brainrots. There's also the Rainbow Carpet, the Unlock Base Game Pass, and the Admin Commands Game Pass. The Admin Command one essentially gives you hacks, but thankfully it's pretty pricey, so you won't run into someone with this too often. Though the game is really pay to win, at least I feel like it's still playable for free to play players. Compared to Grow a Garden, I couldn't go anywhere in that game without getting 10 game passes shoved in my face. Steal a Brainrot does have some Roblox loot boxes too, but unlike other games, these aren't actually fully pay to win, as free-to-play players can actually get the Brainrots from them too by stealing them. Even though people have spent Robux to obtain them, you can just steal them from them for free, like every other Brainrot in the game, which I think is hilarious. Imagine spending Robux on something really OP just for someone to come and steal it immediately afterwards. That's funny! As for FOMO, fear of missing out, both Grow a Garden and Steal a Brainrot are pretty equally plagued by this. Pretty much every update is a new limited time event, such as the Extinction event, the 4th of July event, the Yin Yang event, and the Halloween event, which was the event that was going on while I was filming this video. Also, just like Grow a Garden, Steal a Brainrot does admin abuse. I'm sure you all know what admin abuse is by now. You've all probably played these games. There's no point of me explaining what it is. I did it in my last video, and I probably didn't have to. You all know what it is. Epilepsy warning, this part of the video contains the flashing lights and fast moving visuals that may trigger seizures for individuals with photosensitive epilepsy. Viewer discretion is advised, skip to 12:13. And with that, you've been warned, let's continue the video. I think Grow a Garden probably has the better admin abuse events out of the two. Their events are a lot more of a spectacle and are a lot more interactive. Most of Steal a Brainrot's admin abuse events are just a bunch of effects, flashing lights and music. They're not bad events except for the fact that they may cause seizures. It's kinda like a party, your Roblox character is dancing and shaking their blocks, but they're not as cool as Grow a Garden's. There are some cool ones though. There's one where you can rob Sammy, the developer of the game's base. There's also one where a bunch of Spider Sammys show up. And there was also a Halloween one where you could go trick-or-treating at different houses and dig graves and ride this roller coaster. It doesn't really matter if the events are a spectacle or not, as the only thing people care about during these events is which Brainrot spawn in and how many lucky blocks they can get. Just like Jandal with the seeds in Grow a Garden, Sammy goes crazy with Brainrot and lucky block spawns during admin abuse. This is where you can get really OP Brainrots if you manage to win the fight for it. Something I really like about Steal a Brainrot is that the game isn't pointless to play on the days where there's no admin abuse. Unlike Grow a Garden, the things in the game are not impossible to get thanks to, say it with me, the stealing mechanic. So what did we learn here today, kids? We have learned that stealing is good and solves every problem. I know I did a lot of comparisons to Grow a Garden in this video. That's because the games are so similar in so many ways, even just the titles, thumbnails and map layout alone, but it's also how they stay relevant by using FOMO, such as limited time events and admin abuse, making people feel like they need to be in the game or else they'll miss out. Do I think Gen Alpha is cooked because of this game? No, I don't. Let's look at the games I played on Roblox when I was a kid. I played a bunch of these escape obbies, as they were really popular at the time. Oh, and can't forget Slide 999,000 miles in a box, as well as Tycoons. Come to think of it, Steal a Brainrot was kinda like a tycoon, isn't it? And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe to let me know, and click the little bell icon to never miss an upload. I need to go to the hospital and get my Brainrot treated, as I developed pretty severe Brainrot making this review. So bye bye!